Hi, this is Liz with Liz's Crafts. How are you, my crafty friends? This is just a little, this is part two of our light globe. So the first part, we decorated this piece, which is off of a ceiling fan for my house. We used the bottom part of this stencil here to put around here and around on this side here. We added our light battery pack. There have the lights coming out this back portion here. We put a ribbon here, put a couple CDs together, covered them with scrapbook paper and glued them on the top here to hold our globe. We put another CD in here so that we could glue our battery pack on there. And we put some ribbon here and some ribbon around here, and we added a butterfly. So now we're ready to decoupage the globe with these napkins right here. I thought these were really pretty. They look like, I think, raspberries and a butterfly, hence the butterfly on this right here. And so these are 3-ply napkins. I've taken the back 2 plies off of it and I've cut them in half. So now I am ready to put the Mod Podge on here and then start putting my napkin on. So I just have some Mod Podge in my Mod Podge cap there, and I'm just going to start putting it on my globe. And I want to make sure that it gets in the nooks and crannies because the napkin is going to go down in there. So I'm just going to put a little bit on there for now. Place my napkin on it, the 1-ply with a design. And you need to be careful because these napkins are very fragile like this. And they can tear very easily. Okay, so I just have that on there like that, and then I'm just going to keep putting on my Mod Podge until I get the whole napkin part on my globe. Now, if you don't have any of these globes and you want to do this, they have tons of these in Goodwill. This one came out of my house when we upgraded the bathrooms. And it's okay if it gets wrinkly and folds over, because you do want it all the way to the bottom of your globe. So I'm just kind of taking my fingers and pressing it down a little bit, just tapping very lightly. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this other side to finish with this napkin here, this piece of the napkin. And you want to make sure that your napkin is face up, or, you know, going in the right direction. Because the globe is going to be sitting like this, so you want your design going from the bottom up. like I said, I'm just lightly tapping it, and we will be putting Mod Podge on top of the napkin when we get it all on here. So don't worry about that. Okay, now we're going to put this other piece of the napkin on. So we've got half of the napkin on. I have 2 napkins sitting here cut in half. And we're going to continue on with our other piece of the napkin. Now you do want to make sure you get your Mod Podge in the nooks and crannies. Now you can use a globe that is just round without any nooks and crannies. I've used a globe that had a lot more nooks and crannies than this. It really doesn't matter. It all works. And you can see the lights in it no matter what. I've even used a frosted one and you could still see the lights. So it really doesn't matter what kind of globe you use. I mean, you don't want it to be dark because you do want your lights to shine through. Now this is overlapping. Down at the bottom there's little gathers, and that's okay. It will be fine. Now you do want to be careful when you're taking your fingers up that you don't pull your napkin and tear it. So be careful. Now I'm just going to put a little bit of Mod Podge on this other piece of napkin that's already on there. Move this out of the way so you can see a little bit better. Now I'm just pressing a little bit more, and I'm going to put a little bit Mod Podge on top of this bottom napkin part so my top napkin will adhere to it. And it looks like this is dried a little bit, so I'm just going to freshen this up. And you can take your brush over the end pieces of the napkin, and it just gets it in the nooks and the crannies. Okay, so this is what we have so far. And see, I tore that a little bit. So I'll be putting some of the napkin over top of that. Well, it has to go here anyway because that part is open. I'm just going to freshen this up with the Mod Podge, and then I'm going to add this napkin to it. Just like that. Press it down. A last time I did one of these, I started from the top, but I think it looks better if you start at the bottom. That way, what you see is, you know, when it's sitting there, you're not looking at the top, you're looking at the sides. So you want to make sure that is the pretty part. You're not really going to see the top part. So I'm just adding some Mod Podge on here just to make it adhere. And it's easier to put it on the top napkin than the bottom napkin because the bottom napkin might tear a little bit. So this way, just put it on your top napkin, just like that. And like I said, it doesn't matter if it has wrinkles, that's okay. Doesn't matter if it overlaps, you're still good to go. And we will put a whole coat of Mod Podge on top of the whole thing once we have all the napkin on here. I just love these globes. I think this is one of my favorite craft projects, because then you can take them over, put them on your shelf, use your remote control to turn that light on, and it just looks so wonderful. And then you know it's something that you made. So on this one here, I will probably cut it down a little bit, since I just have this little bit to do, and I don't want the whole napkin. So let's just see how much. I think we just need it to about right here. Yep, just like that. So you don't want to slide your hand over, you just want to tap. Just tap lightly. And then once you have that on there, then put your Mod Podge on the edges. And you want to go down with the napkin. Like if the napkin edge is here, you want to go down like this. So you want to go with the edge of the napkin. And be careful with your fingers so that you don't tear the napkin. It is very fragile. Ooh, and I see a spot that I totally missed. Right here. Right there. I'm going to have to put some napkin on there. Did I just tear that? So let's see what we can put right there. I'm going to put some red raspberries there. Just right there. Oh no, it's tearing. Okay. And I got a little bit of tear right here. So you want to go through and check and just make sure you don't have any tears anywhere. And if you do, then cover them up with some more napkin. Okay, I want to say this looks pretty good. And we'll probably have to have a third part to this because this needs to sit and dry, and then I'm going to put a full coat of Mod Podge on it. And then once I get the Mod Podge on there and it dries completely, I'm going to glue it onto here. I'm going to use hot glue and E6000. I'm going to first put the lights up in it. Have this wire out a little bit like this, and we'll be using the remote control. I'm going to put some ribbon around the edge, the base of the globe to make it pretty and match the bottom of the stand here. And then it'll all be together and we'll take pictures of it. But so this is how you put the napkin onto the globe. Oh, I see some more spots here. So yeah, go around and make sure you don't have any bare spots. And then if you find some, cover it up with your napkin. Okay, so this is a red raspberry portion. So I'm just going to put this right there on top of it. But like I said, this napkin is very fragile. So you need to be careful. And if you find spots that are bare, then put you some more Mod Podge and napkin on it. And then just keep going. So that's it for right now, and I'll have to come back with a part 3 where we put it all together. So if you like this project, please feel free to put it on your page. Please like or follow my YouTube channel, which is Liz Yonke, and my videos are on Liz's Crafts on Facebook. And then we have a group called Liz's Crafts Friends. If you would like to join that, please look it up. There's 2 questions to answer. Once you answer those questions, you'll be approved for membership, as it is a closed membership. And that's where you can just post pictures of crafts that you've done, and we can just give each other inspiration. And Liz's Crafts, if you like and follow and set your notifications, then you'll know when I have new videos out there. So I'll be back in the next video showing you how we put this all together. But until then, keep crafting. Bye.